Hey, thank you for joining me. My name is Stefan Lindberg-Jones, and I'm a professional life coach and mentor. What you're going to see now is a snippet of a coaching session that I did from my TikTok live session, which I do on a daily basis, where I help people who it's like a phone-in show where they request to be a guest. If you go on TikTok, you'll see these little silhouettes, pink and blue, and they request to be a guest. And I literally, one after the other, I help people wherever they are on their life journey. And what you're going to hear now is a snippet from a coaching session that I did for my life, where I help this lady deal with the situation of breaking up from her narcissistic husband. And she came on my show before, and I gave her the tools to start taking control of her life. And what you're hearing now is once she started to take control of her life, she's asking herself other questions, and she doesn't want to go back to where she came from. So she's a little bit nervous stepping out of her comfort zone and moving forward. And you'll hear how I guide her and help her on that journey. Enjoy. All the best.
Talked to you last month or 2 months. I was actually very sad about my situation. I was married with a narcissistic person, and I was suffering to get many tasks to do, to taking care of myself. I was lost, and you advised me to enjoy life, to take a walk, to to take time for me. And actually, yeah, everything is good. I attract many good things. I get my house, I get a job, everything is good.
It's great to hear when a guest comes back on my show and reflects back on what I had actually said and the guidance that I gave them to start taking control of their lives. And that's what you've just heard, is that she has put into place a routine habit of starting to look after herself. And now you're here, when you start doing that, you start to see clearer of where you're going, and also you'll start being curious about what's coming up inside you. So enjoy the next part.
One thing I'm suffering is about to be alone. And actually, I punish myself if I talk to a foreign man because I'm a Muslim. I miss to be engaged, to get a partner. Even I have my son with me here, but it's like I need affection. And I feel afraid because I was living with a narcissist and I don't give chance to anyone. How can I manage this feeling, and how can I believe to others? Any person who talks to me to ask to be in a friendship, first of all, I refuse because I'm a Muslim. It's not allowed in our religion. And second, I feel scared. I feel like all men are same like my ex. Please help me to get a husband. Because I feel like I'm young, I have energy, I can do it, but I hesitate a lot, and I'm very, very scared to get engaged another time. Okay?
What you just heard there is the fact that now that she's becoming more self-aware, now that she's starting to get hold of her life, now she feels a little bit scared to fall back into the old habits, the old routines, and attract like for like. And as you heard, that she's quite scared to attract someone like her ex-husband. But what I'm going to reveal is the fact that she's not the same person as she was before, that she's learned to take care of herself, so she sees things in a completely different way. Okay, look, the thing that I heard when you were first talking was that you were scared to be alone. Don't be scared to be alone. That's your time for learning. What you took from our last conversation was looking after you. Giving yourself space,
Yes.
giving yourself love, and appreciating who you are. So that time on your own is the best time for you to keep on learning about who you are and what you want out of life. So don't rush into, you know, attaching yourself or grabbing hold of someone, that will come, because the more you get to know yourself, the more you will vibrate at a higher frequency, and the more you will attract like for like. And you don't need to worry that, you're going to attract the same as you did from your last relationship, because your last relationship was based on how you were many, many years ago. And you're not the same person now. Now you appreciate who you are, and you're learning about yourself.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah?
And how can we live alone? Even sometimes we need support, we need help.
Yes, yes. So when she first started, she said she was lonely. And now, with a lot of self reflection, she realizes that she can't do this all by herself, and that she doesn't want to be alone. So now she's looking at, how can I get support? Where do I find that support? And that was great self reflection on her part. And that's what you should always be looking for, is increasing your support network. But that can be from the same sex, the women around you, or
Yeah.
online, is to basically say, look, this is who I am, and is anyone in the same situation as I am? And you connect with those people, so you can support each other. But on the male side, you don't have to worry. You're not in any rush. You're not running out of time. You've got the time. But the more you put the effort into looking after you, learning about who you are, the more, anyone that does come into your life, you're the one that decides, is that person right for me? And you won't be guessing. You will be basically saying, does he live up to my standards? Does he live up to my values? Does he see the way I see things moving forward? If he's not, then no. I keep on learning about me, I keep moving forward, and then someone else comes into my life, does it. You don't think about the past. Don't think about the past, because you're not that person anymore. You're a completely different person. It's so important to realize that when we start taking care of ourselves, when we start having a clearer mind, things start to clear away for us moving forward, especially when we focus on our goals and where we're going now. Because it's like we brush ourselves down from the bad experience that we've had in a relationship, and we brush ourselves down, and we learn about ourselves, rather than in the past, where we didn't really know who we were and what we were about. We were just running on autopilot. And now, when we start learning about who we are and where we're going, anyone that comes into our life, we then think, is this person going to help me? Is this person going to be by my side? Is this person the right person that's going to bring the right energy for us to move forward together? And if it isn't, then I'm sorry, I'm not going to waste my time. Where before, we just appreciated that people wanted to be in our lives, and we would just go, yeah, come on, let's go. And then we realized that, the people that we allowed to come into our lives were hanger-oners. They were energy drainers. They had some other ulterior motive to be with us. But now that we know where we're going, it's like, no. It's like having an essential backpack. You make sure that you've got the right tools, you've got the right gear for that journey ahead. And that's with a relationship as well. You're going to make sure that anyone that shows any interest, that you got to make sure that they're the right person for you.
Correct, yes.
And you're much more wiser. You have your eyes open.
Yeah, it was a miracle that I survived from my last relationship, and now you are completely right. I have to take time.
There you could hear her reflect, and she learned the lessons from that bad experience being with her ex-husband. And that's what it's all about, is to learn from the past, not keep on facing back and looking and regretting and what ifs about the past. It's just literally, you know what, that's what I learned, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it for my benefit moving forward, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes again.
Thank you
Absolutely,
so much.
absolutely, and you will, and you'll know when the right person comes, because it will be completely different compared to the last relationship, and it will feel different, and you'll look forward to spending time with each other. So just take your time.
Okay, I will take it in consideration. Thank you so much, Mr. Stefan,
Hey,
and enjoy
pleasure.
your day. Have a good day.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Have a great day. All the best. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed that small little coaching session with my live guest. It really shows that, yeah, any relationship, any experience from a relationship, and then when you break up, there's always gonna be an emptiness in your heart. It's like a bereavement. You're separating from someone that you've spent time with. So there's always gonna be hurt. And it kind of magnifies it even more if that hurt is mixed with anger and regret. So give yourself love, give yourself appreciation, give yourself time. Time is a healer. I know it's an old cliche, but it really is true that time is a healer. But also give yourself kindness and love, that it's going to take time, and it's going to pop up now and again, the way, different feelings. But as long as you've learned from the lessons of that relationship, so then you can face forward and move forward with your head held high and learn about yourself. Lean into those feelings. Lean in against that little voice in your head, and because it will question the actions that you're taking moving forward to change your life, because that's the old programming, and now you're overwriting that program with your new experiences, with your new life journey. So I hope you really enjoyed this conversation. I'm going to do more of these snippets of the live coaching sessions, so I hope you appreciate it. And if you want to join me, then please come to my TikTok page at SLJ Coach, where I do daily lives, and you can join in by being a guest. So please go to TikTok. And a lot of people say, oh, but I'm not... I don't follow TikTok, or I don't have an account. It's so easy, and you don't have to scroll. If you just include me on your account, then that's the only thing that's going to show up, and you don't have to be bombarded with all the other noise that is on TikTok. And please hit the subscribe button on this channel so you'll never miss a new release of my coaching sessions, but also I'm going to be releasing new tools as well to help you on this life journey. So I look forward to seeing you soon, and thank you for being part of this journey. All the best. Bye bye.